Hey guys, I'm OASIS, and this week's topic is being an empath, as you should know, here on Witches of the Moon. So let's get right into it. First off, I am not an empath. I got duped into doing this topic. I'm just leave it at that. But as far as empath, by name you should know an empath is somebody who could pick up on the vibrations and emotions of the people around them within a certain auric field, I should say. Once a person comes within their auric field, then that person can pick up and feel what's going on. Now, being though I'm not an empath, I can't say what that feels like. But let me go back and say, I truly believe everybody is an empath to a certain extent. And to prove that, you know, have you ever been in a room where you walk in a room and it just feels awkward, or you walk in a room and you can just tell it's a happy vibe, or you walk in a room and you could just feel like it's tension in the room? Everybody has that gift to an extent. Now, my extent is I feel it, but I don't embrace it. So instead of talking about being an empath, what it feels like, I'd rather talk about what it feels like dealing with empaths, because I tend to attract a lot of empaths around me because I'm more, I have my highs and lows, but for the most part, I'm more stoic. I'm more so a, I don't really care type person. So when you have an empath around you, and a lot of times we don't know that our friends are empaths, but you can tell because their mood changes very quickly, and they seem to be a little bit antsy sometimes, or they're going through emotions, they don't know why they're feeling them. This is how you can tell when one of your friends is an empath. Now, how do you deal with that? Well, if they don't know they're an empath, then I wouldn't suggest that you tell them. It's best a lot of times if you let people develop their gifts on their own. I mean, you could drop hints here and there, but it's best sometimes if you let people develop and understand and see their gifts on their own. So what I would do is just make sure if this person is coming to your house, to have thoroughly saged, thoroughly cleansed, have meditative music on, so as they walk into the house, the energy is already changing, is being drawn out of them as they walk through your door. Avoid certain topics. Certain topics can have energy traces left over. So if this person was talking about something negative with somebody else, and even though they may have since then went through happy zones or happy places, and now they're happy to come to your door, you bringing up that topic can trigger that emotion that's not necessarily theirs, and now they're in that emotion again. So I would avoid certain topics that brings out emotions you don't necessarily want in your space, in your auric field, in your environment around you. Like I said, like if you're trying to change your the person around you who is empath, if you're trying to change the emotion they're feeling right now, I'll be very cautious about that. For one, a lot of times they tend to hold on to that emotion, especially if they don't know they're empaths. If they don't know they're empath, they think it's their emotion, and they may take it as your you're shooing them off, so to say. You're not paying attention to them or recognizing what they think they're going through. And, you know what I mean, look at you as not such a good friend. So instead of saying, oh, you just need to snap out of it, I would rather, for me, what I do with my friends who are empaths, and for those who don't know they're empaths, I would just, you know, make a joke, or let's watch a funny movie, or one of the best things, you know, I love to be outside. I know it's the best things. If you're outside and if you're outside and you sit on the ground, it helps them to kind of ground those emotions, and it relaxes you and them, and it also re-energizes them too with and cleanses them as well when they're sitting on the ground. So, but I naturally like to be outside anyway. So most of the time, if anybody's with me, we're going to be outside. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm surprised I even got 4 minutes out this video. So. Well, I guess peace and blessings, and one of us will see you next week. Peace.